Okay, this is the third exercise for the trial balance. So we're going to be doing the trial balance of Amanzi Services on the 31st of May 2020. So the first thing we're going to do is we have our answer sheet, and in your workbook, you're going to be filling that in on page 101, and we record the name. So trial balance of, name of the business, Amanzi Services, on, and then we have the date. The day first, the month, the year. So the exercise said the 31st of May, 2020. We have the balance sheet section at the top, and we have the nominal section at the bottom. So we need to look at our accounts, decide which ones we're using, put them in order. Okay? So if we look back, what order do I put it in your workbook? We've got it over here. Capital, drawings, fixed assets, so land and buildings, vehicles, equipment. Current assets, so trading stock, debtors control, bank, cash float, petty cash. Financial assets, fixed deposit. Liabilities, creditors control, and loan. Nominal accounts, sales first, then cost of sales. Then our income, so current and rent income. Then whatever's left over is an expense. Okay, so we're going to start. Capital drawings. We have a look for exercise 3. Do we have capital? Yes, we do. So I'm going to write on here. Let's see if it will let me write. Okay, capital is B1. Then we're going to have drawings. Here's drawings, B2. Then it's our fixed assets. So we're looking, do we have land and buildings? Yes, we do. Land and buildings, B3. Then we look, do we have vehicles? Yes, we do. Vehicles would be B4. Then we have a look, do we have equipment? Equipment, yes, we do. That will be B5. Then we need to look for our current assets. Do we have trading stock, trading license, not the same, trading stock, that is B6. Do we have debtors control? Yes, we do. So that's going to be B7. Do we have bank? Yes. B8. Do we have cash float? Yes. B9. And do we have petty cash? Yes. B10. Do we have a fixed deposit? Yes. So that'll be B11. Do we have creditors control? Yes. So that'll be B12. And do we have a loan? No. Okay. Then we go to our nominal accounts. Do we have sales and cost of sales? No. Then it's our income. So current income, N1. Rent income, N2. Whatever's left over is an expense. So we can go N3, N4, N5, N6, N7, N8, N9, and N10. Okay, so now we've decided the order of our accounts. We then are going to fill it in. So capital is B1. So we can have a look. On the balance sheet, we've got capital B1. And we've got drawings B2. Then we have our fixed assets next, so land and buildings we made B3. Then we have vehicles B4. Then we have equipment B5. Next on our list, current assets. So trading stock B6. Debtors control B7. Bank B8. Cash float B9. Petty cash B10. Financial assets is next, so fixed deposit. And the name of the bank, fixed deposit T Bank, B11. Then I think we had creditors control B12. Creditors B12. Then we have in our nominal section, current income N1, rent income N2. Then we have people expenses N3. Then we have telephone N4. Then we have trading license N5. Then we have salaries N6. We have packing material N7. Wages N8. Stationery N9. Rates and taxes N10. Now we need to decide, do we debit or credit? So we have our rule. How do we know if we debit or credit? We debit expenses, assets, and drawings. We credit liabilities, income, and capital. So we have a look at our first account. Capital. First thing rule says capital goes under credit. So we look up the value of capital, and under credit we fill in 100,000. Drawings. Drawings goes under debit. So we're going to record 1,400. Next, we have fixed assets. Then we have current assets, financial asset. Whatever type of asset they are, assets go under debit. So all of these accounts need to be under debit. So land and buildings is 67,200. Vehicles 30,000. Equipment 11,200. Trading stock 12,011. Debtors control 1,100. Bank has a question mark. We need to work it out. We'll come back. Cash float. Cash float is 200. Petty cash 300. Fixed deposit 50,000. Creditors control. It's got the word credit in it. So we are going to credit creditors because creditors control is a liability. So under credit, creditors control is 5,224. Then we go on nominal section. Income. Income is under credit. Our incomes are on the credit side. Current income, 78,000. Rent income, 18,000. Whatever's left over is an expense. What do we do to expenses? Debit. So we're going to debit. Vehicle expenses, 3,540. Telephone, 1,234. Trading license, 450. Salaries, 12,000. Packing material, 769. Wages, 4,000. Stationery, 980. And rates and taxes, 1,340. Okay, so we decided the order of our accounts, what goes in balance sheet, in which order, what goes in nominal section, in which order. We decided which accounts go in the credit column, which accounts go in the debit column. The last thing we need to do is we need to total each column. So we want to add up every value in the debit column, and that should equal every value in the credit column. But now we've got a problem. Bank is missing. So let's add up the credit column first, because we know what should, we know we've got all the credit amounts. So if we take our calculator and we start, we've got 100,000 in the first phase, 100,000 plus 5,224 plus 78,000 plus 18,000, nothing else in credit, equals 201,224. 201,224. If the value of the debit column must equal the value of the credit column, I'm going to say that's the total. If I take my total and I subtract every value in the debit column, whatever is left over will be my missing amount. So, got my calculator, I've got my total. I'm going to minus 1,340. Start at the bottom. Minus 980. Minus 4,000. Minus 769. Minus 12,000. Minus 450. Minus 1,234. Minus 2,540. Minus 50,000. Minus 300. Minus 200. Minus 1,100. Minus 12,011. Minus 11,200. Minus 30,000. Minus 67,200. Minus 1,400. And I am left with 4,500. And that is the value of bank. And that is exercise 3.